Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele!
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight. Man.
Right to the back of the neck.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawati family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
Headbutt to the gut!
Boom! And Steele is one step quicker.
And he moves in for the cover. Shoulder up, and the referee ends the count.
Keeping a loss at bay for now.
Boom! The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
That showed a complete lack of respect for your competition and for our sport.
Well, the unorthodox style of George Steele is certainly working well at this juncture.
Let's see if Maivia has an answer for the animal.
Oh man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steele. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steele makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty. Tagged with a punch.
Neither superstar giving an inch here. Maivia gets stonewalled.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
Taking, oh my gosh, what impact. Oh, hold on, is he thinking of a submission here?
Hammer.
Able to punch his way out.
Running hip attack, what impact.
The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steele to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia is prepared, all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon. A sound suplex.
Look at Maivia going to work on the end. Animal.
The High Chief has all the answers right now.
And look at this now. Yes, applying the submission hold.
A stump puller.
All kinds of pressure and pain being inflicted on the leg by this hold.
Now, even if you survive it, it's going to be hell to stand. Able to free himself from the agonizing submission.
What a way to get out of that one. George Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steel's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
Oh, man! Maivia just dominated the animal with that one. Maivia has Steel in his sights, looking to put the animal down once and for...
Peter Maivia has something brewing.
Ooh, that might have just broken something. No way, Steel's... Coming back from that. Bam, answer with a headbutt.
George Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler. Into the pin. George is trying to seal this one up. His arm shot off the mat before one.
I can't believe the ref didn't even get to one.
Steel turning Maivia into the hunted here, looking to dethrone the High Chief.
Apply! Well, that came to an end with a abrupt punch. Right across the throat. Ooh!
Headlock. Oh, a cheap shot right above the eye.
Back elbow blows that one.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too. Into the pin. Could be over for Maivia. Kicking out before the count.
He's still got life in this matchup.
And starting to climb up the side of the cage. Oh! George beats him to the punch.
To the skull! Ooh, poorly timed, high-risk attempt.
Here we go. Time to work out some aggression. Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
The fight is on, and it's furious.
Maivia being stopped. This is not where you want to be. Hold on a second. He might be finding a submission hold here.
Expertly manipulating the joints and muscles.
Oh, man, it's over. He's tapping.
Wow, Steel with a big win over Peter Maivia.
Here is your winner, George the Animal Steel!
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steel in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, he'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them. George the Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief Peter Maivia. And when you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with with the steel cage stipulation.
The High Chief just refusing to be intimidated.
The Animal has no idea what to make of Maivia.
And what now? Driving their opponent into the cage.
Turning the tables.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
George the Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost a match. And shoulders down, this might do it. And a shoulder in the air.
Frankly, he should have known that wasn't enough.
Boom, what a punch.
This is quickly turning into a slugfest.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
Oh, the stomp. Now Steel has the firm upper hand.
And the Animal's unorthodox style proving too much for Maivia to handle. Lift off, big elbow drop.
Oh, man.
We've seen that Steel isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
Well, you'd think that, Cole, but think about how these men prepared for this match. The High Chief is a consummate professional who's game planned for this stipulation. And Steel, well, I think he just shows up to the arena and asks who he's fighting.
The Animal.
Shoulders down! Shoulders up.
I can't believe the ref didn't get two here.
Maivia one step ahead. And now going to start the climb up the cage.
Watch out.
Nobody home.
Measured up nicely.
Fist drop.
He just flipped the script there. Shoulder tackle. Way to avoid that. Maivia just dominated the Animal with that one.
Ooh, he fends that off. The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
A complete stalemate of reversals here, neither one giving an inch.
Hip toss. Uh-oh. Elbow drop. That unraveled on George.
And he is directed into the corner. Clothesline in the corner!
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian. And the reasons are obvious for...
Yeah, George is caught.
Snap you in half.
Maivia can taste it now.
Launching.
Snapmare. When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the Animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steel often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
Oh, square shot with the back elbows ends there.
Steel turning Maivia into the hunted here, looking to dethrone the High Chief.
Cuts the attack off.
Oof!
Uh-oh! Oh, here we go. Headbutt to the gut! Peter Maivia very tough, but he...
And now he's looking to lock in this submission. A stump puller.
He is struggling to find an escape.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Saw it coming and fired back hard.
A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
Overhand chop. George beats him to the punch.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. Headbutt.
Got them off their feet here.
First.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extreme.
Now here's Maivia, looking to secure the victory. And the High Chief defeats the Animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage...
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving Titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring Finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring Tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego.
And it's all come down to this, the fight. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Sent outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring. Anything can happen in WWE. It used to be a tagline, but it's the truth. And Lyra Valkyria is living it.
Over the last 12 months, Lyra has already knocked off the likes of Becky Lynch and Io Sky, but she's never faced anyone the size of Jax. This is a first for her career. Nia Jax, Lyra Valkyria facing off in the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring Tournament. Who will take home the crown? Shoulders down.
That's a surprising move from her here.
Sliding in under the rope. She's back in the ring. Didn't go to plan for Jax.
Jax with great wherewithal. Up for the electric chair. Down for the drop.
He Each woman here has had a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade.
Oh, man, what a kick. Hoisted high above her head. And down.
Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight, keeping Lyra grounded.
The woman thinks she's a bird, Cole. What do you expect?
It's symbolism, Graves. Well, if you're Lyra Valkyria, what do you do to pull off a massive upset tonight?
Well, Lyra's a technical wizard, Cole. In fact, from a technique perspective, she may actually have Nia Jax outgunned. And beyond relying on her technique, if I'm Lyra, I'm going to try to...
And she got it! Nia Jax is Queen of the Ring! And it's all come down to this, the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was it.
Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Nia Jax, Lyra Valkyria facing off in the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament. Who will take home the crown? Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight, keeping Lyra grounded.
The woman thinks she's a bird, Cole. What do you expect?
It's symbolism, Graves. Ooh, just bouncing off the turnbuckle.
And Valkyria expected that. Nia Jax, so powerful, so dominant. It's a Samoan drop.
Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being Queen of the Ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
Hard into the corner.
Man, did you see the whiplash off the turnbuckles?
What a headbutt.
In just a matter of minutes, we'll have our second Queen of the Ring. The first, of course, being Zelina Vega.
But you've got to believe that Zelina will want a shot at whichever woman wins this. She beat the woman now known as Piper Niven that night, so you know Queen Zelina can strike down an enemy of any size.
Boot right to the throat, and Lyra is brought to a disadvantage now.
And the irresistible force is really... keeping Valkyria grounded here.
Golly, Nia is just cornering Valkyria. Jax abusing Lyra, showing no mercy. I think it's a preview of what kind of queen Nia Jax would be.
The kind of queen that will happily send victims to the guillotine.
Setting up for something here. Talk about dismantling your opponent. Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she has it won.
But when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic.
But ever since the Irresistible Force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence has been on another level.
And she's gaining even more confidence as this match progresses. Jax may just be unstoppable now.
Getting her set up for something in the corner.
Look at this, placed in the tree of woe.
stuck in the tree of woe and just having their face stomped. That was showing great awareness of positioning, placing yourself between the ref and your opponent. Ouch.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll be easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing.
Please, let's call the move by its real name. It's a Samoan driver. You think Nia Jax doesn't have the Samoan driver scouted?
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. Throws her back in from ringside.
Nia Jax. Uh-oh! Dodge is out of the way. Some agility gets her out of dodge.
Valkyria retaliates.
Lyra managing to find some of that needed breathing room.
Valkyria trying to bring the fight back in this one. Nia Jax is doing whatever she wants. Each Samoan drop driving all of the air out of Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE, Triple H, going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new Queen.